Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy to see you all. We are starting up our online Unicorn Pitches US. And what a fantastic event is awaiting for us today. Only the best startups pitching live and great investors within reach. You are at Unicorn.Events, the world's largest startup pitch contest. Welcome, everyone. Our thanks goes to our organizers, Network Silicon Valley Club and Startup Network. And I'm so happy to let you know that Unicorn.Events at Network Silicon Valley Club have created a collaboration, and now I'm a part of the team of Network Silicon Valley Club, where best deals are made. Great people, vibrant private investors community, extraordinary investment opportunities, and many interesting events. Really hope you will be able to join us in our journey. We are ready to welcome any investor that shares our values of trust and collaboration and are looking forward to investing in US startups. We are building connections to illuminate opportunities. And in addition to many other things, we'll be doing a series of online Unicorn Pitches US, which means regular events so we can meet more often and see each other on a regular basis. Isn't that wonderful? And our next event is in May. Please mark a date in your calendar. Ping me if you would like to have a personal invitation, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all there. And now, it's my pleasure to introduce you to a special person. Please meet the founder of Network Silicon Valley Club, intelligent and charismatic Maxim Strelchenko. Maxim, please unmute yourself.
Thank you, Anna. Hi, folks. I'm happy to see you all at our event today. I'm the founder of the Network Silicon Valley Club, a vibrant community of VC and Business Angels, where we invest together in groundbreaking US startups with ARR of more than $1 million US. Since 2019, we've invested in 56 startups and had 3 exits, bringing our members up to 32 times more revenue. Focusing on delivering quality deal flow, we select only the most promising tech startups from a variety of options. We invest together with top VCs in US startups with ARR more than $1 million and benefit from proven successful industries such SaaS, AI, FinTech, cybersecurity, and defense tech. It's really rewarding to witness our community flourish, expand, and evolve, attracting more sophisticated investors. You can also join Network Silicon Valley Club and become a member of our community today via the link in the chat or by scanning the QR code. Also, I'm proud to announce our partnership with Unicorn.Events. We'll gather online every second Tuesday on the month, and I'd love to have you as our guests and judges. Now I'd like to say a few words about the funds you can join. The first one is Oppenheimer Accelerator, which will especially invest in US incorporated startups in defense, national security, and public safety. We have already successfully invested in defense tech startups and are raising a new fund. Please scan the QR code and ask more questions about Oppenheimer Accelerator. And the second fund is Illuminatus, an accelerator built on Harvard Business School alumni network. Please feel free to contact me to know more, and let's get started.
Thank you, Maxim. We really should start because we have very interesting pitches coming up. But before that, a little short information. That Network Silicon Valley Club, as well as Unicorn.Events, is part of the ecosystem that nourishes and fosters innovations and growth for startups as well as for the VCs and private investors. Unicorn.Events, as you know, is an open competition where successful startups pitch for private investors, corporations, and VCs. We are the world's largest startup pitch competition by geographical reach and the number of the events held. We shed light on the best startups since 2009 and do our events on a regular basis online and in person in Europe and here in Silicon Valley. Join us to see the best solutions and may meet great personalities. And now we are finally here today for the SaaS, FinTech, Cybertech, AI, and Defense Tech Unicorn Pitches US. Our great judges will be evaluating each startup's investment potential. And at the end, we'll have the winner announced. And we are live and broadcasting. You can see the recording on our event page and on the YouTube. Please share the links within your community so everyone can see you online. Team, please put the links in chat. And it's time to say thank you to our sponsors. Our platinum sponsor is Network Silicon Valley Club, where great deals for accredited investors are made. Our golden sponsor is NetworkVC, the heart and the management company of our global ecosystem. It's a main center of our venture activities. And our silver sponsor, Startup Inc., an investor onboarding and management platform to get an access to exclusive deals worldwide. We at Silicon Valley Club use Startup Inc. to facilitate our investors' digital journey. Thank you so much, dear sponsors, for continued support. And you can see Unicorn.Events have, as a competition, have 3 stages, and the winner of today's event, Unicorn Pitches, will be promoted to the Unicorn Battle, which is an in-person event in Silicon Valley, where you can meet and interact with the investors and the VC. The closest event you can get into is the 24th and the 25th of April. All further events are published at our event page. And so, dear judges, please do not forget to vote for our startups because we rely on you to select the winner. And it's time to meet people who will be voting for the startups. Please meet our judges. It's so great to see you all. We have a huge audience today. Lots of people are watching us online. So please, dear judges, open to the world. Please introduce yourself shortly for 1 minute, stating what industry and stage you invest in, what's your sweet spot. Keep in mind, we have only 15 minutes available for the introduction section. And to start the things going, it's my pleasure to pass the floor to the man we all know and love, the person who founded Unicorn.Events in the first place, Alexander Soroka. Will you be so kind to introduce yourself?
Thank you, Anna, for such kind words. Hello, everybody. NetworkVC usually invest in late seed and round A stage startups. Usually we invest in the United States, probably 95% of our portfolio. But sometimes we invest in Latin America, in Middle East, in Asia, and in Europe. Our checks are several $100K usually. We don't invest too much in hardware, but we can do it from time to time, especially if it's a military tech startup. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Anna.
Thank you, Alexander, and welcome. Dear judges, you can push a little button, raise your hand. You'll have the yellow hand, and I will give you a floor. Yes, David?
Hello, everyone. I'm David Evans. I'm an engineering leader, and I've spanned consumer to biotech industries. Went to MIT, I'm ex-Apple, and I've joined and consulted to more than 10 early stage startups with 4 exits. So for investments, I'm looking at seed and pre-seed, mostly concerned about team market fit and what unfair advantage a team has, then risks. And as a product person, I'm really curious about the product and the market strategy. Looking forward to hearing the pitches.
We do too. Welcome, David. Aaron?
Hi, good morning or good evening, depending on where you are. My name is Aaron. Before I was an investor, I was a founder myself. I founded 3 startups, 2 of which were acquired. And in fact, this is the 3rd fund that I'm managing. We're mostly interested in the seed stages of companies in the areas of AI, digital and commerce, or if you will, internet startups. The average check size is around $500,000. That's it. Thank you for having me and good luck.
Great to have you. Welcome. And Kelly, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for having me. Pleasure to meet you again. I'm Kelly Lo, founder and investor at Mans International from Toronto, Canada. Currently, I'm in Shanghai for business. Despite the late hour, right now it's 1 a.m. local time, I'm eager to connect. Our focus lies in AI-powered deep tech with an initial investment up to $500,000. We specialize in accelerating tech companies' growth through our extensive networks in North America and Asia. Excited to hear your pitches. Best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. Kai, welcome.
There we go. Unmute. Hello, everybody. My name is Kai. Very excited to be part of this again. Thanks for having me and inviting me. I am an executive in the games industry, primarily for about 30 years now. I'm also a managing partner of the Riyadh Angel Syndicate. I spent the last 2 years living in Riyadh. We're focused on the games industry and related technology and areas. Personally, I invested as an angel in a wide range of startups in SaaS, health tech, food. Wish everybody that pitching today good luck, and very curious to see what's on the table today.
You'll be surprised. Welcome, Walid. Great to have you with us.
Thank you very much, Anna. This is Walid Al-Bashir. I have been in technology for 28 years, and I've been supporting startups from 2011, supported hundreds of startups through Founder Institute, through other programs around. I run Intuitive Venture firm, which is operating from US, Estonia, Dubai, and Ethiopia in East Africa. Looking forward to see interesting founders with ideas that's impactful, and looking forward to see fellow judges. Thank you very much, Anna.
Thank you, Walid, so much. Gabriel, hi, new haircut.
Yeah, new look, radical changes. But great to see you, Anna, and all the the fellow judges and investors and colleagues, the whole family. Quickly on my side, I'm here in Colombia with a finance background, and the last 10 years I've been advising and investing in tech, initially fintech and AI, but then obviously I got involved a lot in what is today called Web3 and blockchain, and now with a focus more on green energy transition technologies, especially to power these protocols. And ticket size, it depends the structure and the vehicle, but it could go as low as 50K up to 1, 2, 3 million, depending if it's through the syndicate or through individual or through the fund. And happy to be here to learn more about these startups, and good luck. Good luck to everyone. Yeah.
Thank you, Gabriel. Fabio.
Hi, everybody. Fabio Bottacci here from Sao Paulo, Brazil. I am the founder and CEO of Vinci Digital, which is an industrial IoT and generative AI advisory, strategic advisory. But I started 2 years ago collaborating with Kobo Funds, London-based venture capital fund, which is focused on deep tech, seed and pre-series stages with $2 million sweet spot for investment. That's it. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to have you with us. Chandan. Hello.
Hi, I'm Chandan, based in Bangalore, India. Great to meet you all. So right now I run an angel fund, Lighthouse Ventures, and also coach some startups. Prior to that, my career has been building B2B enterprise software, both inside Fortune 500 companies as an entrepreneur, as well as a startup co-founder. Thanks.
Thanks for coming. Maria, great to see you.
Lovely to see everyone. Welcome, everyone, and good luck. My name is Maria Pinar. I'm operating partner with Unicorn.Growth Ventures. So we focus on embedded finance, fintech companies, predominantly operating in Africa and other developing markets. Typical check sizes are anywhere from, we do pre-seed through Series A, so anywhere from $50,000 to up to about $250,000. And happy to be here and listening to the pitches. And anyone who needs advice around getting your narrative a bit better, also feel free to reach out to me.
Wonderful. Thank you, Maria, for coming. And Kenny, hello. Please unmute yourself.
Hey, everybody. My name is Kenny Lamb, the CEO and founding partner of Blue Ocean Property Group. We are a CRE finance advisory firm dealing in preferred equity and debt. We're based out of Times Square, New York City. Personally, I'm an investor, angel investor, particularly focused on pre-IPO rounds. Lately, I've been channeling my investments into the ESG and renewable energy realm with specific interest in the SMR nuclear reactor sector. Typically, my investment commitments hover around 100,000 or more. And thank you and looking forward to this event. It's my first time.
Wow. I hope you enjoy it. Great to have you.
Yeah.
John, it's your turn.
Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm John Rainey with Miller Media 7. I'm the VP of Partnerships. We are a global digital agency. What we do with startups is typically help them build their design and maintain their SaaS system or any other component of their technology. A lot of venture capital companies like working with us because our team is completely senior and there's zero risk of having us assist their startups and bring them to fruition. We also help them market, and from time to time we invest as well.
Wonderful. Great to have you with us. And David, you're next.
Thank you.
Hello.
So I'm a patent attorney. I was actually with Morgan Lewis for a very long time, close to 20 years, but I myself am in a startup mode. I just launched my own small patent firm, Sanker IP, just this past beginning of February. So I prepare and submit patent applications to help build large patent portfolios. And with emphasis on AI, which is a growing value. And in some cases, I also make personal private investments myself in startups, particularly for some of my clients. Thank you very much. I look forward to hearing all the pitches.
Yes, thank you for coming. Wonderful. Nachiket?
Hi, my name is Nachiket Deshpande. My background has been in building and running corporate venture studios, most recently at Ericsson, one where we invest from idea stage to MVP, to commercialization, to spin out. And before that, I have had a long career in product management in both early stage, mid stage, and late stage startups, as well as large companies. It's great to be here, and I'm excited to hear the pitches, and feel free to connect me on LinkedIn.
Wonderful. Great for coming. Ellie, hello.
Hello. Hi, everyone. My name is Ely, and I am the managing partner at Lighthouse Ventures. We are based out of San Francisco in the Bay Area. I am a former founder, and a lot of my experience is in product and engineering. And our fund is industry agnostic. Looking forward to hearing all the pitches and meeting all the great judges. Thank you.
Thank you. John, please say something.
Hey, good to see everyone. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Crazy John from Japan. It's 2 a.m. We're very excited to see all of you. I'm an advisor of many things. CBVC based in Switzerland, Africa. We have invested 59 blockchain Web3 related startups. And I'm a venture partner of B Health Ventures, medical device, medical AI, VC, LPs are hospitals in Taiwan. And I'm now advisor of Arca Venture Labs, India, and based in Silicon Valley. We invest in generative AI, SaaS, and many things. And helping many other VCs, micro VCs around the world. And I'm always connecting many great startups, great VCs to Japanese big corporations. Best luck to all of you today.
Great to have you with us, John. And Jordan. Hello,
good morning.
hello.
Good morning. How are you, Anna? It's good to see you again. Just a shout out to David. Congrats on the new job, David. It's going to be nothing but success for you if I know anything about you. I'm Jordan Wave with Silicon Valley Venture Group. We do early stage, pre-A and A. We write checks from $30,000 to $300,000. We collaborate with the one that everybody loves, Alexander Soroka. We look for deep tech, strong founders, typically no hardware, and things have to improve the human condition, something that makes sense to people and to the people around you. Shout out to all these great people. I see Walid, I see Iran, I see Gary, and thank you, Maxim, for making this a living, breathing event again. We really appreciate that. It's priceless.
Thank you, Jordan, for such kind words. Enjoy, please. And Tim, great to have you.
How's it going, everybody? Good to see you again. My name is Tim Fairley. I'm here in San Francisco. I've been an angel investor and talent acquisition executive in the Silicon Valley ecosystem for the past 24 years. During that time, we've invested in dozens of companies and have been fortunate enough to enjoy several exits over the years. Our typical investment is anywhere from $50,000 up to $250,000. Super excited to be here today. Good luck to all the companies presenting today, and feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. Cheers.
Thank you, Tim, for coming. And Vijay, please crown it all.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Vijay. Good morning, good evening, everybody. I work for Microsoft right now. I've been working for 15 years in hardware and software operations in Asia and here in the US. I've been a launch manager for Microsoft for a bunch of countries. So if there are startups that are looking for some tips on launching across the world, then you can reach out to me. All right. I look forward to all the pictures today. Thanks.
Thank you, Vijay, so much. Please enjoy. Thank you, judges, for introduction that we had it on time. And we have a special announcement today. Please meet Mariette Varton from Nimble Mindset, who will address you with a couple important issues that we are very happy to support. Mariette, the stage is yours. You have 3 minutes. Please.
Oh, thank you so much. Let me first introduce myself. So I am based in Silicon Valley, and I have been investing for over 12 years. And I also am promoting female entrepreneurs and others in marginalized communities as a nonprofit for the last 6 years or so. So I want to ask you a question. Who here has ever been to a refugee camp? Probably, I'm guessing many of you never have. So it might surprise you that in one of the world's largest refugee camps in the world, in Kakuma, Kenya, there are over 200,000 people there from a lot of conflict zones. And there are about 2,500 micro businesses. So in Swahili, the word Kahuma translates to nowhere. It's 60 miles south of South Sudan. And this is one place where we mentor a cohort of female entrepreneurs, and we give them a range of business skills, from gathering customer insights to design thinking to learning AI tech, all these competencies that enable them to accelerate innovation, growth, and profitability. So our dream at Nimble Mindset is a future where women not only thrive, but they drive innovation to solve the world's challenges. So we invite you to follow us on Nimble Mindset and find out how we're using an AI chatbot we're developing right now to mentor people one-on-one. And also, if you're interested in what we're doing, we invite you to participate. We do startup accelerators in Africa and also in Silicon Valley, and we work with displaced people and people in other marginalized communities, and we particularly focus on women. So if you would like to get involved, please contact me. My email address is mariette@nimblemindset.org, and I'll put that in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Mariette, so much. And it was a part where judges were speaking up. And I hope you will speak up, because after every startup pitch, there is a Q&A session. So please be active, please ask questions, please vote. How to vote? That's the slide about it. You all, dear judges, have your voting link in your calendar link and an email. It's the same link. When you push this link, you'll be redirected to the event page, and it looks like this. With the upper right corner, your profile, your picture. And you push the pitch section and you go to the startups, and it will be startup number 1, startup number 2, startup number 3, all lined up. And beneath each startup, you will see a little scroll bar. And so you can, and you should move the scroll bar to reflect your opinion toward the startup's investment potential, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. There is no confirmation button, nothing. Just leave the scroll by the level you think is fair, and you can change the mark anytime before the voting is closed, which will be at the end of our event, and I announce it separately. So please vote, because we need to find out who the winner is today. And now, please meet our participants. We've got a huge number of applications. Chose 10 best ones. They're the best of the best, cream a la crop. We had like 87 applications, something like this, but lots and lots of applications. Our analytics had a really hard time selecting. So these guys already had overperformed their competitors, and they will pitch. Really cool. I hope you all enjoyed. And to lead the pitch section, I would like to pass my mic to our wonderful Anna from Network Silicon Valley Club. She's a partner relations manager, and many of you had talked to her already, but maybe haven't seen in person yet. So Anna, the floor is yours, and it's my pleasure to pass you the leading section.
Hi, I'm happy to see all of you today. Dear startups, you will have 3 minutes to pitch and 3 minutes for Q&A with the judges. Please keep your answer short so as many judges as possible can talk to you. And now I'd like to give the floor to our first startup, Smart Suit. Let me set up a timer, and your 3 minutes are starting right now.
Right. Can you confirm you can see my screen?
No, I stopped the timer because I can't see your presentation now.
Okay, looks like you, just gave me share. Can you see now? Can you confirm?
Yes. Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is John Darbyshire. I'm the founder and CEO of SmartSuite. Let me give you a couple of minutes on my background, and then we'll drive right into who SmartSuite is. I'm a 3-time founder. Early in my career, I was a partner at Ernst & Young. I founded their cybersecurity practice. I rolled a company out called eSecurity Online that we later sold to Computer Associates. I left Ernst & Young and founded a company called Archer Technologies that became the leader in the governance, risk, and compliance space. It's one of the 3 or 4 unicorns in that space today. SmartSuite, that we'll talk about today, is a work management platform that allows teams to manage processes, projects, and tasks on a single platform. So our goal was to bring together 3 categories of products into a single product. So you might think about a product like a Monday that's really good at project management. So we have the capabilities of a project management company combined with a product like an Airtable or ServiceNow that's really good with process or database management, combined with unstructured data products like Notion, a Google Doc, a Coda. So we bring those 3 capabilities together in a single product to allow businesses to manage mainly business processes, any business process in their company on a single platform. We launched our official launch in January of 2023. Last year, we did 1.1 million in ARR. We did another 400K in Q1. We'll do 450, 500 here in Q2. Our plan for the year is 3 million. We're on par with that. We've got a little over 1,000 paid customers. We average about 3,300 users in our product per day. Our NRR for the first quarter was 106.47. Our product's in 15 languages, and the distribution of that right now is about 70% of our customers US, 30% outside the US. We have 35 employees, 29 of which are developers. We have no marketing team members at this point. Everything that's happened to date has been referrals and word of mouth, mainly through video content that's been produced about our product online and customers sharing with each other. Our burn's about 250, and this will be our first round of outside capital. Everything has been bootstrapped to date. So that's the traction and the numbers very quickly. So let me just jump into the product very quickly here. The problem is that too many really great no-code products have kind of entered the market over the last couple of years, but that's caused problems with disconnected workflows, siloed data, lack of visibility, decreased collaboration amongst those products. And the solution that we bring together is a business operating system that brings together all the things that you need to create and manage business processes inside of your organization. And I think that hits me at 3 minutes. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Dear John, thank you. Dear judges, please raise your hands. I see Maxim Strelchenko. Please ask your question.
John, who are your customers and like what traction about your customers?
Sure. Yeah, I'll show a slide here. So we have 4 different pricing models. Let me get this here. So you can enter in at our team professional enterprise, and we have a signature plan. So the customers that you're seeing on list here are mainly in our professional and enterprise, which represents about 40% of our revenue comes from this single cohort of enterprise accounts that's there. So we use PLG to bring in kind of the smaller organizations, but I can tell everybody with the exception of 2 people on this list started with just our free trial through PLG, and then our expansion team spoke with them and then upsold them.
John Dunn, please, what is your question?
Yeah, hi, John. Great to see you working on this problem statement. Just one question. Though you're trying to replace all the point solutions, how much of a professional services pool are you getting from your clients to migrate data from all those point solutions that are having legacy data, or even integrate with their bespoke solutions?
We do. So we do a couple things to bring data in. So we have very easy data import capabilities based on a number of different file formats, but we also have direct connections with about 6,000 products through Zapier, Make, and Relay that we've connected with, but we also have an automation engine that we built in SmartSuite that connects with Salesforce, HubSpot, Jira, Intercom, Google, Microsoft, the core, 20 that we feel our customers use. And happy to expand on that after this time as well.
Walid, now it's your turn.
Yeah, thanks for the great presentation. How do you differentiate yourself, let's see, from Zoho Suite or Odoo Suite after they have rebranded from OpenERP?
Yeah, so we would put Zoho in the competitor category of a point solution, but we also run into them with just the core work management from time to time. But their pricing is per point solution, the way they price. We're very different in that we are per user unlimited workflows that you could use. So we have a large ROI over a product like a Zoho.
Dear Mariette, your question will be, ask your question, please.
Thank you. What is your cost of customer acquisition?
Yeah, right now it's almost zero. We have no marketing. We've done no paid marketing. So everything's been word of mouth for the 1.5 that you sent today. The only exception to that is we produce some video content that's probably $40,000 or $50,000 over the last year and a half. But outside of that, no customer acquisition cost.
David, and your question will be the last one for this startup.
Just to follow up on that, what's your thesis been about hiring commercial staff to grow? You're finding that it wasn't working for you, or is it a future plan?
So we have a combination of both employees and associates. On the development side, we work with 2 main large development companies that provide the majority of the resources that we need. What we didn't talk about here is that we spent almost 3 years building the core technology with a team of about 100 people before we released in January of last year. And then we're able to scale that down, taking that model that I just spoke about.
Thank you very much. You can ask all the questions in our chat. And now we are moving to the next startup. Please welcome Rivera.
I assume those Revere?
Revere, yes.
Okay, great. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Great. Okay. Thank you, everyone. My name is Christian. I'm the co-founder of Revere. Revere is a new model for investing in emerging managers, starting with venture capital. So an OCIO, tech-enabled for VC, for emerging managers. Emerging managers are the most inefficient market in the world. If you tried this, I think I see a lot of emerging managers here. You face difficulties finding LPs or sort of, proving out yourself. So why should we care? It's a massive market. LPs invest in $103 billion annually in VC funds alone with AUM less than 250 million. With just a 10% penetration rate and the 1% fee on AUM from most models, this is a lot of money at stake. The two-sided marketplace problem is here. If you're in GP, I noticed a lot of GPs here, fundraising is not easy. No LP database. How do you meet investors for your fund 1 or 2? How do you stack rank yourself against peers? Where's the data, right? And track record takes long to build. As a limited partner or investor, finding good managers, sifting through the noise is not easy. How do you do the diligence in a standardized way? Lack of data-driven decision-making and no tools outside of Excel to manage your portfolio. My co-founder and I are institutional investors. I was based in Hong Kong. I ran a family office for many years. My co-founder, Eric, was an institutional investor at 2 well-known fund of funds running the emerging manager programs. We've done about $200 million in investments in our past decade, and we know a thing or two about the things we're solving. So we're creating the only marketplace for emerging managers, starting with VC. We use data, software, and the experience because it feeds to both. We already built sort of the Morningstar rating system for emerging manager funds. We have about 500 of them already. Our effortless infrastructure is a turnkey portfolio management system, automating data ingestion to custom reporting for LPs, and the experience brings in both sides of the marketplace. Ratings, we're up to 500 managers in our ecosystem with really interesting company-level data, and we're able to splice and dice, help people discover new managers. On the software side, we work with tier 1 LPs. You can see Itochu, you can see Virtus, which is the DuPont family, Tishman Speyer, Simple Farb. These are large institutional funds in LPs, and we help them manage all their data, all their alternative investing on a single source of truth, automating everything for them so they can discover new managers on our supply side. The Collective, we were in Tokyo last week. I was in Texas, and we host events around the world. We're very strong in North America, Asia, and Europe. And basically, we help people connect through our events on the LP and GP side. The revenue model is straightforward. It's subscription basis. On the software, it's SaaS. We sort of break it down to different tiers, enterprise to core. On the data, we also sell that as a part of our subscription. And then from there, we essentially are building out the world's largest database of emerging managers, different advisory models, sidecars, as well as established the Collective as a premier event and must-have membership in VC.
Dear Christopher, unfortunately, your time is over. We should start Q&A session with the judges. So, dear judges, please raise your hands. I see the hand from Maria.
Hi, Christopher. Thanks for that. So just your fees here on the left, is that what you're charging the LPs or is that what you're charging the emerging managers?
Christopher?
Have we lost Christopher?
He was experiencing problems with Wi-Fi, but then he said everything is solved.
Yeah, I think maybe what we should do is just type our questions in chat.
Yeah, you can do this, or better, we will come back when he logs in again, and we can go. Anna, let's do number 4. Yep. Sorry about that.
We have number 2. We have the next startup, and the next startup is IntelliGuards Corporation. Dear Fayaz, let's start.
Okay, thank you. My name is Fayaz Rishpari. I'm the CEO and founder of IntelliGuards, and we are a cybersecurity organization focused on keeping bad guys away by adding prioritization of alerts, having quick responses through our automation, and infusion of people continuously validating that your tech works so no bad can get into your organization. Myself, I've had the pleasure of working at the largest cybersecurity companies in a wide variety of roles. I've built cybersecurity products. I've specialized in cybersecurity products and built them. Also been in various different roles like security architecture, and also been an incident responder myself. My co-founder is in stealth operations right now. He has built global and large security operation teams and centers in financials and insurance space. Also has worked at the largest companies that provide cyber solutions. And lastly, I'll also talk about JD. He's a big part of our company, involved with all aspects of security operations, incident response, and training companies to make sure that they can do it right. We have an amazing advisory team, which comprises of CISOs, CEOs, and founders that have been in the cyber industry for decades. And actually, half of them are also investors in our company. So I'm really lucky to have them. And really, the company was started almost 3 years ago and served purely as a client need to respond to a post-breach incident. And we help them provide capabilities and mature their security operations to a global advanced operations. The market is really ripe. There's a $3.3 million TAM for security operations and cyber threat intelligence. But what's key here is that no one is really doing it together. And really, from an IntelliGuard standpoint, we feel strongly that we can reach 100 million ARR in under 5 years' time. From our defensive and operations standpoint, we do automatic alert analysis. We infuse that with AI. We provide indicator extraction. We can do investigations response along with our fusion with people. And then on the other side, we can also provide offensive operations, and we want to bring this all in together, providing an indicator sharing intelligence to each teams from offensive and defensive to really keep our company secure. Our go-to-market really is easy. We want to provide with the largest. We want to join forces with the largest providers out there, including AWS, Google, Microsoft. Partner with sales, advisory, and have a good market standpoint and branding out there. And then our timeline is started in stealth, all the way to having pre-seed investments already, and then also doing a further platform build out where our customers can engage with us in our UI. Our target, we've got a pretty good healthy pipeline already. We have existing customers today, and we're essentially seeking 1 to 2 million in seed capital. We have 2 million in revenues today already, and we have a cash flow positive business and revenue generating. So thank you. Excited to be here, and I'll stop for questions.
Thank you very much. I already see the hands, so let me start the timer. And dear Jordan, please ask a question.
You're muted, Jordan.
Thank you for the presentation. I'm not seeing the edge that differentiates you from the rest of the thousands of cyber companies out there, and 100 million in 3 years, super ambitious. Convince me that you are not making it up.
Yeah, so I would say that because of the type of people we have, it really begins with our founding team. We've been in this industry for over 25 years, each one individually, and we have worked at those companies doing product security operations that we know. Matter of fact, the competitors that I deal with, the founders also know me, and our main infusion is having that built capability of AI with the threat intelligence that we're bringing in, and having the security operations founding members to be able to differentiate ourselves. We're infusing both threat intelligence and the security operations work that no one is really doing with the infusion of it, of course, AI and intelligence, et cetera.
Mariette, it's your turn.
Well, that was the same question that I had, because it's such a crowded market. I don't understand your positioning. You sort of answered it, but if you were to identify maybe the top players in the field, where do you see yourself? How do you see yourself?
Yeah, I would say if you were to look up managed detection and response, the top players in this field today are Expel.io and Red Canary. But then there's other top players in the threat intelligence community, including Recorded Future, which I actually worked at. I was running product management there. And so we're basically combining both aspects and also infusing AI in it to be able to provide a more proactive stance in security operations.
Kelly, please ask your question.
Kelly? Yeah. Kelly Lua? You wanted to ask a question?
Yeah. Hi, Fayaz. How do you measure the effectiveness of your cybersecurity solutions?
Really good question. I would say that the effectiveness actually comes in with validating their security controls, and how you measure that is, we can provide penetration testing services to be able to understand where their weaknesses are. And then secondly, once we start doing operations, we want to be able to go off of 2 key metrics, which is mean time to respond and mean time to detect. If we can drive those numbers down, then we've done our job.
Great, thank you.
Can you please ask your question?
Sorry, is there a question being asked? I can't hear it if it's so.
Just asking who
Hi,
did
sorry about that. Okay, so I've had the pleasure of investing in unsuccessful and successful ventures before. And as an investor, the common question that comes up is, what's the timing and methodology of recouping our investments? What roadmap do you have put together to ensure profitability for your investors?
Yeah, I would say that we're on a strong trajectory to do pretty well across the future years as far as recouping an investment in any as as doing in cyber any product, right? It's a long journey, right? So I would say at least 3 to 5 years you would need to be able to get to that point. But we feel strongly that in the 5 years time that we will be a leader in our space.
What's your marketing strategy?
So marketing strategy mainly would be it's part of go-to-market. It's a lot, right? It's conferences, thought leadership, community-driven model, referrals, of course.
I apologize. What I meant was your marketing strategy to have an exit.
Oh, marketing strategy should have an exit. I would say that right now we're organically growing. The exit plan is really we want to continue to organically grow and possibly get acquired. But we're not exactly sure, where that's going to stand in the future.
Yeah, sorry to be a little bit tough, but this is something that common investors are going to be asking about and wondering about because, I've invested in multiple companies before where they give me a 2 to 4 year strategy and nothing really comes to fruition. So that's a tough question.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, appreciate the hard question.
Dear judges, thank you very much for your questions. Unfortunately, 3 minutes are over, and Christopher from previous startup is back. We didn't have Q&A session with him because of his laptop. So let's ask the questions which you wanted to. And I see the hand from Walid.
Yeah, my apologies, everyone.
Yeah, great to see you in this space. I've been a part of VC Lab for the last 3 years and Decile Partners, working with 1,000 GBs and 500 funds together. And they've been bringing the tech stack and the matching, between LBs and GBs. How are you going to differentiate, especially sort of subscribing to get the data? You can get it in Pitch Deck or any others. Investing in emerging manager normally require a lot of education to LBs. So how are you differentiating? Or
we have
your
good question.
model
So what we do is very straightforward in terms of the evaluation process. We actually provide a ratings report based on 20 standard metrics. So I want to abstract away that, I went to school with this person, he is my neighbor, to invest in them. I want you to look at the way you look at companies, Walid, in terms of ARR, metrics, growth, team, et cetera. So we have 20 different rating systems within our rating system to help LPs drill down. We think the data on PitchBook, Crunchbase, with apologies to them, is incomplete. We get the data directly from the GP as if we're an LP because of our brand and our value add in the community.
Yeah, but again, comparing with Decile Partners, for example, or the Decile Hub, those are GBs which Decile Partners have worked with them like for the last 3 years. They know them very well inside out and stuff like that. You said something really interesting about how to bring how to sort out the track record challenge. So could you specify on solving that problem, the track record challenge particularly?
So for fund ones, that is a problem. So what we have, because we have 500 GPs that have been through the ecosystem, I can show from a TVPI, DPI basis that fund ones in the past, when they came out as fund ones, if you have operator experience, meaning you were a first engineer, co-founder, you scaled the company, that metric indicates chances for outperformance. The second one is essentially the ability to help companies raise follow-on capital. When we show that and benchmark that against 500 funds, we show an outperformance of that fund base on a TVPI, DPI basis based on the ability to do that. So those are things to circumvent or overcome the lack of track record, because at the end of the day, you want to look at some metrics that give you a chance at picking the right manager.
Gabriel?
20 seconds to go. Yes, Gabriel, your quick question.
Yeah, quick question. Yeah, quick question. Really like the platform and really need it for the industry. My quick doubt would be, it's just like a discovery platform for these emergent funds, or you're going to be also like AngelList that you can create your own fund, no?
So we are actually a spin out of AngelList. Eric was at AngelList before that. So basically it's two-pronged, right? And I'll quickly finish. The GPs are on the supply side. The LPs are basically portfolio management analytics. So when you discover what you missed out on, I recommend those ideas, not as a broker dealer, but essentially as an investor, bringing that over there because I know what's on these clients in their portfolio. So Itochu is a Fortune 500 Japanese company. They run all their investments alternatives through us. Vertus is the DuPont family multi-generation. So what we do is when we have these insights of these LPs, we can then refer ideas over based on data, again, impartially and independently to these LPs.
Great. Let's talk further. Okay, congrats.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, 3 minutes are over and you can ask all the questions in our chat. And next in line, we have the Startup Observe ID. Let's start.
All right. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
It's
Okay,
not
perfect.
screen. Yeah, now it is.
Hello, my name is Exodus. I'm the CEO and founder of Observe ID. We work with IT executives of mid-sized and large companies that are frustrated by the existing legacy platforms with high workloads and limited ability to protect their data. Observe ID helps address these frustrations with an all-in-one unified identity security platform to secure their hybrid workforce. Many companies have quickly adapted to remote work hastily, navigating through digital transformation to stay competitive and keep their team productive. This test greatly increases the security risk. There is an ongoing need to balance the security challenges in the complex infrastructure and the hybrid network. Companies that overlook the integrations of robust solutions for security and governance suffer the consequences. IT blind spot due to lack of real-time monitoring, cumbersome manual workflow, compliance and regulatory issues, as well as increased cybersecurity risk, and the attacks. All of these factors lead to increasing cost, poor reputations, and operational inefficiency. Leading firms have found a way to balance security, compliance, as well as the hybrid work, leading to a happy and productive workforce, increase operational efficiency and productivity, proactively addressing security and compliance challenges. Introducing Observe ID, confidence built on a single platform with a total oversight and real-time insights. There are 3 main areas that we're focused on to tackle these organizational challenges. Connections, data fabric technology, seamlessly integrating applications, delivering comprehensive visibility across the entire landscape, including hybrid environments, cloud, as well as the on-premises. Intelligence, advanced anomaly detections, powered by machine learning, leveraging the extensive visibility of the platform to identify and respond to an unusual behavior. And the third is a governance, enhanced security achieved through automated compliance and streamlined management for employees' access, ensuring secure connection from any locations, minimizing the potential risk. Shrikant and myself started the Observe ID journey together. I've been an entrepreneur all my life, starting my first company at the age of 20, worked for Oracle, Hitachi, Anderson, and other large companies. Started MSP business almost 15 years ago. When I'm not thinking about the technology, I like to spend the quality family time, travel around the world. Shrikant and I, IT Maori, and a cloud identity champion with more than 25 years experience in the industry. Industry veterans from Baxter Credit Union, Microsoft, and Expedia are part of our advisory board to help us navigate through journey. Company at a glance, early adopters, we started to onboard in Q1 2023. Q3, we started to monetize. We hope to close this year with 1.5 million in ARR. The next year, 5 million ARR is in plan, and the third year is at 10 million. We are focused on the financial, utility, healthcare, media, and entertainment. Our go-to-market strategy includes direct business to business, MSPs, VARs, and service integrators. We are seeking for a $5 million investment with a 20 million pre-funding round by the end of this year. The go-to-market support, as well as the development and service success. Thank you.
Thank you. Now let's move to Q&A session. And Mariette.
Thank you.
Please.
Yes, I have a question for you. What research, if any, did you do with your potential end customers to identify what their needs were?
Yeah, we before we launched the company, we had done an extensive research to identify their pain points area, right? Identity has become the center of basically implementing a zero network in today's world. Identity is becoming extremely important for everyone. And so where there are platforms exist in the marketplace, they serve a specific niche, and there was a need for a converged platform that kind of serves an end-to-end identity security.
Kenny, what is your question?
Hi, so this is the same question that I have with the other company. As an investor, how are we going to get paid back, and how soon can we get paid back, and what roadmap do you have to market your company if you have an exit?
Yeah, I mean, so for go-to-market, I mean, excellent question. The go-to-market strategy is definitely working with VAR and MSPs and service integrators, right? That's an easy way to get access to the large number of the businesses, for certainly, right? We're going to be profitable next year. We run very lean and mean operations, to be honest, right? 1.5 million we are expecting this year, 5 million next year. Most likely we will be profitable by the end of next year with that investment.
That does not constitute payback. He's talking about exits. How do you take the valuation from X to 300X or 200X? Can he experience some pain with some failed companies? He wants to get some of that pain back.
That's right.
So talk to us. What's your exit strategy? How are you going to get out from 0 to 20?
Absolutely. So, I mean, again, we hope to have at least 100% growth every single year for the next 3 to 5 years. And then, as you can see in this market identity space, there's a lot of M&A activities going on currently. So certainly our plan is to, at some point in time, in acquiring.
What is your question?
Hi, thanks for the great pitch. It'll really help if you can talk about why some of your early customers deploy your solution over the competition. Is there a particular segment that you shine in? What are the sort of problems you solve for them that are sort of that attract them to you over the competition?
Absolutely. Great question. So, I mean, our early adopters and the initial customers, definitely in the utility as well as the financial industries, those are the two major industries that we're targeting along with the healthcare. We do have one large customer in the media and entertainment because they had a specific use case that the existing platform were unable to solve. So right now, those are the market area that we're focused on.
So our time is over. You can ask all the questions in our chat. And now let's move to Profi. Alina, the floor is yours.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Let me share the screen. Very nice to be here. What a great company to be in. So we are so I'm Alina, and in my previous life, I produced most of the Apple TV screensaver content, and then I turned to coaching. I licensed that content also to some big companies such as Google, Amazon, National Geographic, and others. My business partner built and scaled the largest LMS in the world. Adam Miller, he scaled Cornerstone On Demand to $1 billion ARR and took it all the way through IPO. And together, we are helping services industry scale and maximize their impact. The market is struggling with the need to integrate currently 10 plus tools that are disjointed, and of course, that comes with a lot of friction, as well as a lot of cost and lost revenue and unrealized opportunities. Especially, of course, the big opportunity that's ahead of us in the AI space. As a system of a record, we're well positioned to execute on the native AI layer. So please meet Profi, the only comprehensive end-to-end vertical platform that services businesses from their first sale to full scale. Our comprehensive unified workflow solution covers the entire process and automates and streamlines the entire operational process of services firms, from booking, scheduling, service delivery process, embedded payments and billing, business intelligence layer, as well as everything else in between. So we provide a unified, secure portal for all of the providers to log in and the only platform to use to service their clients, as well as we provide a secure and streamlined client portal for their clients. Our customers include solopreneurs, team, and corporate accounts. And our largest account is of 350 seats that is scaling to 2,000 seats next year. And our customers are servicing consumers as well as enterprises. We already service HubSpot, Amazon, IBM, and Pepsi, end-to-end powered by Profi. A little bit, this is the product structure. We're in ERP systems, so the product is very comprehensive and configurable. We have all the rating reviews on all of the main websites. So the market is tremendous. You might have seen the data point that the US is set to be the primarily freelance workforce by 2027. As you probably already know, Gen Zs are in mass choosing to be their own bosses, and they turn into the gig economy market. And they're becoming coaches, consultants, and trainers, and yada, yada. So, and that's our market. The market potential is tremendous, and it's about to have a large momentum. We have a 6 point.
Thank you very much. Yes, the time is up. So I see the questions from judges. Mariette, what would you like to ask?
Yeah, sure. I have a couple questions. What does it cost? So how do you cost differentiate between like the solo entrepreneurs and the larger companies, and what do they get for that service? And also, what is your go-to-market strategy? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, we've been growing organically through inbound. We have over 6 million in the pipe, all through word of mouth and just direct inbound. Our average check is $79, and our ACV is right now $12,000. And we're looking to increase the ACV to 18,000 by the end of this year.
Hi, Kenin. Now it's your turn.
I hate to sound like a broken record here, but it's great that you have a dominance over the market. You're able to generate money or whatever it is. But if you're looking to raise money, what's my exit? How much am I getting back, and when do I expect my money back plus profit?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the team has tremendous experience. Again, both of my co-founders have built large-scale ERP systems and multi-billion-dollar businesses. Adam Miller took the company IPO, so that's our goal, is to become the leading solution in the services space, and the space is forming, and that's a great opportunity for a solution like ours. And again, we're using the playbooks of Mindbody, ServiceTitan, and other big companies to provide a purpose-built solution for this category. So IPO is, of course, ideal state. There are several natural buyers, but we'll do what's best for the stakeholders.
When do you plan on IPO if you were to go that route?
I could see it was in the 6 to 7 year horizon, but we'll see. Maybe 10. I mean, the market's a shifting, so we'll see where.
So let's say 6 to 7 years. What kind of multiplier are we looking at? 2x, 3x, 10x, 20x? That's a long time.
In order to be, I mean, I think female founders are known to be a bit more conservative on the projections. That's our downside, and the upside as well. I would say, there are multiples. For example, early investors in Cornerstone got 100x. So of course, we're looking to be the venture scale and provide at least, 20x plus. And of course, we'll do what's best for the stakeholders.
Thank you.
Thank you for the question.
Oh, we have time for one last question. If anyone would like to ask, please raise your hand. Walid, you can ask the last question.
Yeah, how are you defensible? Do you think your solution will be defensible against emerging technology like AI and other emerging technologies right now?
Lovely question, of course. So vertical solutions are very hard. We have to really screw things up in order to have churn, in order to force our customers to migrate off of their unified system of a record, where they host everything, all their IP, all their operations, and everything within one platform. So that's a natural kind of competitive moat. And by adding AI, we will be adding native AI layer that is specifically purposely built for our use cases. So, and which is going to only increase the defensibility and the moat.
Alina, thank you very much. All the judges can ask the rest of the questions in the chat. And now let me introduce Ethan. So please share your presentation.
Okay. Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Let me start my slideshow. Play from the start. Okay, we are eSend. Hello, everybody. Thank you for the time. And we're a New York City-based FinTech operation that specializes in cross-border payments, remittances, and bill pays. We're specifically in Mexico right now, and we serve the working class person coming from Mexico and sending money back home. This is myself on the left with 20 years plus experience in telecommunications, international bill pay, money transfer. I've done quite a bit in the space, a lot of history. My partner, who is a quant, MIT Stanford level guy who ran risk for a lot of the top banks, as you can see, is helping to run our platform with us. So this, you can see on the, well, we did it the opposite side, but if you can see on the right, you see some of the remittance numbers that have left the United States into various Latin American and Caribbean corridors, which is our niche market. Like we said, we're operating right now only in the Mexican market, which did $65 billion last year. And that market grew 11.89% from 22 to 23. So as you can see, we sent 61 million of remittances through El Vecino, the acquisition that we've been working on for a very long time, dear old friend of mine. And as well as that, we've done another $3.6 million in bill payments. So what we're looking to do at eSend is we're looking to take the customer who's walking into these are brick and mortar stores, 17,000 customers, and we want to convert them. We want to convert them to the app that we've developed, right? That allows them from their mobile phone to send remittances and bill pays back to Mexico. Okay. Secondary to that, we want to give them the ability to have their own banking platform, right? It's not, I don't want to sound cliche, but it is banking the unbanked or the underserved. How a few ways we're going to do this. Number one was the conversion that you saw before of the customers, the walk-in customers, and through different rewards and referrals, we want to make the app viral, right? Like having people push it out the organic method. Okay, now one of the other methods that we have is a pull technique, right? So this pillar allows us, with our partnership with TilcaPay, who has 500,000 digital wallet users in Mexico, of the 6.2 million cards distributed, they're going to be requesting their American counterparts to use eSend to transfer money card to card, or from the mobile app peer-to-peer, or to any of their personal bank accounts or cash payouts in Mexico. This is the quick chart illustrating the numbers we're going to hit, 300,000 users after 36 months. And this is a quick rundown of the numbers, right? So $62 million was done in 23 without doing anything, without doing much. We expect to hit 69, and 1.2 billion is our 36-month projection.
Eric,
So,
thank you very much. Now it's time for Q&A session, and I see that Maria has a question.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you for that. So do I understand correctly that your main customers is using the service sit in Mexico?
I'm sorry, the customers they're US-based Mexican people, right? So they're coming here and working and sending money back to Mexico from the United States.
Okay, and what type of, so at the moment, what type of financial service licenses are you using for remittances?
Yeah, we're using, we're an agent to a license right now. So you have to have a state and federal license, but we're an agent to a license right now.
Okay, and what about money then going out from Mexico? Are you only focusing on the US market for expat communities from Latin and Caribbean?
Correct. That is our focus right now. Yes, the next country that we're targeting to enter is Colombia.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Next in line is Mariette.
Okay, thank you. I have a couple questions. One relates to the competitive nature of an organization like M-Pesa. So Some of you may be familiar with that, but it's for people who are unbanked in certain parts of Africa, particularly Kenya. Have you evaluated that and whether they might potentially enter Latin American markets? And then the second question is related to money laundering, and if that's a consideration, and how you are handling that, if so.
Okay, absolutely. And thank you for the question. So number one, yeah, M-Pesa is a very interesting company. They are African-based. They do huge amounts of transactions. They do it in a little bit different way, which is SMS-based. And right now, that's not going to fly in the United States with regulatory stuff. Right, when I say stuff, regulatory, the rules, right? So, and that goes back to KYC AML. So number one, we don't allow our guys to send more than $1,000 at a time. Our average remittance is $390. By doing that, we keep it, you know, at a small level where people can't really come on and abuse it. Our customers send $390 every 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know that I mean, if you had a significant volume across a number of people, and I'm not sure that would resolve the issue. And I've looked into this actually for doing this sort of thing in Africa, and I know it's the money laundering aspect is huge.
Yeah, there's four levels that the U.S. government requires us to take, which means identification, and if it gets to a certain dollar amount, you have to show proofs of funds, source of funds, that sort of thing. But we stay with the lowest level. We do the smallest amount that you're allowed to send. And then you have a responsibility as well to make sure it's reporting suspicious activity. It's called an SAS report. So there's a number of things in place and compliance. I could go on and on about it, but we do it in the most conservative manner and make sure we're just, you know, handling working class people.
Unfortunately, the Q&A session is over. Please ask all your questions in the chat. And next on the agenda is Equista. Let's start.
Let's start. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Anna. Hello, everyone. My name is Tomas Miller. I'm the founder of Equista. What we do, we issue stocks and provide 409 evaluation. We have well, technically, one of you might be one of our clients. We are number 2 or 3rd in the country in providing the 409 evaluation. My name is Tomas Miller. I'm the founder of Equista. I built multiple companies. I exited few. I keep a few. I'm not longer involved. Colin, Shilky, Martin, they are my team members from my previous companies. They've been with me for over 7 years. So I took them over and they helped me to build Equista. Scott is industrial veteran. He helped to build computer shares public market, and the same with Carta and the securitized. So again, we try to attack the equity market, and they help with company insurance and stock distribution and evaluations. The market is pretty large, 30 million companies, private equity firms, VC firms. A little bit about our traction. Our first quarter was our first profitable quarter was technically this quarter, March, January to March. We did 320K. We have a 30 plus members. We have 15,000 startups, and the most importantly, we have a $50 billion asset under administration, and that technically should help us to grow quite rapidly. We onboard early stage startups. They don't leave our platform, and we sell them more products. One of them is the valuation and cap table services, different taxation, and most importantly, financing. That's the most important part for us. We do, as of now, $2 billion in clients' asset valuations every month. I would like to obviously optimize it because as of now we have a 10 valuation analyst, and with the AI component, we would like to optimize as much as we can. We do 80 409s monthly, and we would like to go up to 300 So one of you put a question how we would like to exit, so I can answer it right away. There are multiple milestones. One of them is 5 million and 10 million revenue. The multiples are usually market comparables, and if you invest, you help us to grow this nice office. We just moved. We got into bigger office, and yeah, and that is a real office, by the way. So thank you so much for your attention.
Thomas, thank you very much. Now let's start Q&A session, and I see that. One moment. No, Kelly, please ask your question.
Good. Thank you, Anna and Thomas. Great presentation. So what strategies have contributed to this rapid growth, and how do you plan to sustain and further expand your client base?
Very good question. I was always product guy, and so we became equity Wikipedia. So we rank on 85,000 keywords on the different key search keywords on Google, and we started practically 2-3 years before, even though we launched. This is not my first company. So if you Google 409 evaluation, it's Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, Anders Horowitz, and us. So that's what contributed to the massive growth. And the key component will be here to offer a real-time valuation. So any private company will have a real-time value available right away. So we have the team, as you can see, and the data, and we'd like to just offer the real-time valuation, the financing in the future. And so we will combine real-time valuation and the financing.
Maria, what would you like?
All the best.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, what market are you focusing on?
Small and medium enterprises as of now.
No, but which regions? Because this looks like
US, 99% US.
US, okay.
Yeah.
And
what's
your revenue? Sorry, what's your revenue model?
The revenue model as of now, it's a SaaS banking component and evaluations.
Chandan, please ask your question.
Yeah, hey Thomas, you said your competitors are JP Morgan and the likes. So how do you plan to differentiate? Even those would be pulling in technology.
Yeah, so it would be Chandan. It would be the real-time valuation. So we practically process $2 billion in clients' assets monthly, and we grow very, very rapidly. So what will happen is basically that if we can automate the whole evaluation process and make it in real time, then that will be the biggest differentiator.
Thanks.
David, the floor is yours.
Yeah, how do you go against Carta? Like, do you feel like you have something unique?
Yeah, David, that's the same. That's the same answer. So technically, it would be the AI component and the valuation and the financing. So we are talking to different banks. They would like to get warehouse lending facilities and build quite substantial venture debt financing. And we are already in discussion with multiple banks. So we are looking at $100 million. So that will be the differentiator. So we will, one side, we issue stocks, we get a valuation, and then the last component is the financing.
Dear judges, thank you for your questions. Thomas, thanks for your answers. Please ask the rest in the chat, because now
thank you so much, everyone.
Our next startup. And
hold on a second, Anna. Yeah, sorry, Bogdan. Dear judges, do not forget to vote. You have heard already 7 startups. Please go by your voting link to our event page and evaluate investment potential of all those 7 startups you have heard. We have 3 more startups to go, but we need you to evaluate each and one startup, so we'll have the winner announced at the end. Thank you very much, and we can go on.
Hello, guys. My name is Bogdan Barchuk, and I'm representing today our CQR, a cybersecurity company. And we created a CRAI project. It is all-in-one cybersecurity platform. CRAI is a cloud-based, continuously deep auditing and security monitoring solution. It has a variety of integrations, different tools for automations and monitoring of cybersecurity infrastructure. We basically automate vulnerability detection across servers, websites, mobile applications, source code, and cloud solutions. We have a team of more than 25 people now in different countries. And also we have different offices and companies registered in different countries. Our team includes very experienced guys in different fields. Our developers, CFO, CEO, and IT security guys are basically having a big amount of experience and worked in different companies, including Apple, Uber, and Facebook. There are some problems in the market which we are trying to solve. So it is a big shortage in cybersecurity specialists. It is very expensive cybersecurity software. It is lack of support for security controls from vendors, and it is big amount of different cybersecurity controls which you can buy, and obviously massive hacking which is going on. So from our side, we try to provide a solution which will decrease the amount of expenses for cybersecurity, which will speed up the process at least 50%. And we have around 105,000 integrations on our cybersecurity platform. And just to mention, we have more than 30,000 commits in the GitHub. It is a big and long work. And from our side, we have different amount of services which are already integrated. It is all automation. It is penetration testing, source code analysis, NOC services, breach detection. It is remote forensic agent, phishing detection platform. It is cloud security and much, much more. This is example of how our system allows company to collaborate between each other. And you can see that top management has a full access to see all the potential issues inside the infrastructure. It is possible to communicate between the network team, security team, NOC department, SOC department, and they all have their own tools, and they all have the same CRM to report and to make sure all the vulnerabilities will be fixed. So we have integrated CRM. This is just an example of the workflow, which we can see here. It is basically allowing you to add users in the workspace from the different departments, and it will allow to do audit, monitor, analysis, reporting, and management of the system inside the infrastructure. It has the full collaboration. From our side, we have penetration testing.
Sorry to interrupt, but 3 minutes are over, and let's start
No. It's not about 3 minutes because I started with 15 seconds only.
Okay, let's.
Yeah. You can finish. Okay, you have 15 seconds. No problem. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. So we have this is some screenshots from our platform. It is penetration testing, breach detection, exploit monitoring, Active Directory, source code analysis. This is some design from our platform. This is how you run the audits. Also, we have the compliance service, darknet monitoring, some screenshots from NOC service, mobile application scanning. We have also integrated AI to help analyze the technologies and run the vulnerability detection. We already had some awards from accelerators. It is basically 4 projects where we participated, and in 3 of them we got grants. Also, we have some global partners who are using our platform, including some multi-billion companies. We have some awards from the government, and from our side, we are already having the revenue, and we are obviously going to grow.
Bogdan, unfortunately, yes. These 15 seconds are also over, and now we are moving to Q&A session, and Kelly has a question.
Hi, how do you ensure scalability and adaptability to meet the evolving cybersecurity needs for organizations in different industries and size?
Okay, from our side, we have a big experience, around 15 years in the market. So we have a big amount of different proposals, which we use for specific type of organization. And we have specific specialists who can cover specific industry. And mostly we work with government. Additionally, we work with military and big enterprise. And we understand how to work with them and how to scale. It's not a problem. We usually get additional people to jump in.
Great,
Maria,
thank you.
Thank you.
Maria, it's your turn.
Yeah, thank you for that. It's a bit too much on product, so didn't get down into the nitty-gritties of what investors may be interested in. Yeah, I was going to ask about how you make money and what the average value of a contract is, and is there a specific contract term with your customers, i.e. 1 year, 2 years, or is it just per month?
Sure. Now basically we sell our platform by year. You can buy half a year or 1 year. If you are not interested to buy half a year or 1 year, basically we can provide you services. We have around 40 services which you can also buy. And usually, as long as the companies are big and they are interested to have a full cycle cybersecurity with ecosystem integrated, it basically takes some time. So 6 months to 1 year, this is what companies usually want to buy.
Kenny, what questions would you like to ask?
Same question I asked everybody else. You're looking to raise 1.25 million, I think I saw. And assuming you're the best cybersecurity in the face of this planet,
yes,
we get our money back. How do we make our money, and how fast?
Okay, if you talk about exit plan, basically, it is very easy. Nobody exits the company which are growing. So I just want to say for the nearest future, it is better not to do any exit from our company. But if you will want to do so, I think that after maybe 2.5 years, you will be able to raise at least 2-3 times, maybe more.
And we can give the floor to Walid to ask the final question.
Yeah, you mentioned an interesting point regarding the mobile devices. So what are you doing to get risk on mobile devices, especially stuff like zero-click exploits and other stuff? Because most of the traffic today is on mobile, even for enterprise.
Sure. For mobile application, we analyze Android and iPhone. We analyze IPA and APK extensions, which are stand for Android and iPhone application, obviously. And we do the static analysis. And additionally, we analyze the API. So basically, any type of mobile application we can analyze.
Thank you very much. Dear judges, please write the rest of the questions in the chat. And now I'd like to introduce another startup, GunSense. Michael, you have 3 minutes. Let's start. Please show your presentation.
Hi, so we're GunSense. We're saving and protecting lives from gun violence and mass shootings with our first of many products. So our team is a powerful team of 6 serial entrepreneurs with more than a dozen exits. I won't go into details. Please ask questions. So the problem is very well known. It's a global problem of about $1 trillion. Gun violence, mass shootings is a daily event. Everybody has heard about it. So the current market condition is a 25-year-old technology divided into 3 technologies: sound of gunshots, which is too late, video, software analytics, and scanners. They're all inaccurate, require human intervention, and are expensive, and they don't scale. So GunSense uses AI, vision-based, fully autonomous, edge-based tech to detect shooting threats before shots are fired. We can mount indoors and outdoors. We don't violate privacy. privacy, instantly alerts first responders and the public with locations of the shooting threats, and it's fully autonomous, requires no human intervention. So the AI unit scans surroundings and performs threat assessment 24/7, 365, scanning at 60 frames a second at 100 feet at 180 degrees with night vision included. The SaaS model alerts police and public to the exact location of the threat. You can see the threat in this classroom at 4:20, and first responders show up with a known location. They go in and neutralize the threat without risk. So we're in pilot production now. We have scored orders from schools for 100K plus, follow up with LOIs. A global Fortune 10 customer has already ordered pilots. Airports have ordered pilots. Police and SWAT teams have already ordered pilots, and they're going to be delivered very shortly. In Q2 2024, we will be in full production. We are in contract with T-Mobile, global infrastructure distribution company, TD SYNNEX, $74 billion distribution company. We're in contract for sales and distribution with T-Mobile. We're very close to distribution with Verizon, AT&T, Motorola, OEMs with ADT, several Fortune 100, 500 companies. We have military and government applications coming with mobile and wearables technology. So it's a SaaS model, hardware, $799, MSRP, $20 SaaS subscription. We'll do OEM and licensing as well, which we're in deep negotiations with. The market is $98 billion in the US alone. AIR projections, first year 10 million, second year 75, year 3 225, which only represents about 0.89% of some.
Thomas, thank you very much. Mariette, I see that you want to ask a question.
Oh, yes. Actually, my first question was going to be use of funds, but I see you have that now here on your slide. I guess the other question I have is this a unique offering? And thank you for doing this. This is amazing. Is this a unique offering?
When you say unique offering, would you clarify that for me?
Well, I mean, is there any other competition in this space?
So there are competition in the space that do video analytics, but they're software based. They are very, very expensive, $500,000 to $1 million per deployment. They don't scale. They're very inaccurate, and they require human intervention in the cloud.
Maxim, what question would you like to ask?
Michael, what's the average cost of this unit and what accuracy? Did you perform any tests?
Yes. So currently we're at about 99.2% accurate, which in comparison to the competition, they're about 40 to 60% and require human intervention. We have done testing. AT&T ran a test on it at a gun academy in Texas, ran 200 weapons in front of it at 100%. We have an unnamed, I can't name, 3-letter agency at the federal level who has invited us for several days into their vaults of weapons to do testing.
Chandan, it's your turn.
I have a couple of questions. For those customers who already have a lot of investments with their CCTV cameras, can we integrate with them? And second, the current range of 100 feet might not be adequate for large public spaces, schools. Is there any tech innovation happening where we might be able to get a breakthrough and extend that?
So good question. Appreciate it. So the integrating into larger spaces, we are in discussions with smart cities to do integration indoors and outdoors. School integration, it does scale to any number you wish to scale to.
Walid, please ask your question.
Thanks very much for such an impactful solution. My question, since you have devices that has a close proximity to the incident, have you thought of having any intervention mechanism like, smoke or tear gas to at least reduce the risk till the law enforcement arrive? And what is the average time from the reporting incident and the law enforcement arriving? Do you need a special deployment of personnel on the ground?
You're looking for RoboCop, Walid, huh?
So
it's
it's
not
a
maybe tear gas, you know, based on sensor, or maybe smoke,
so
whatever. Yeah.
yeah. So good questions. I'll start at the end. Basically, the detection happens all sub 1 second. So at 60 frames a second, within a couple of hundred milliseconds, detection has been done. That bounces off of FirstNet, which is a proprietary government-only network, which we've been authorized to use. It bounces off our cloud, comes back as a map and a floor plan, and goes out to first responders and the general public within 1 or 2 seconds. So basically now personnel, police, first responders can be on scene within anywhere from 30 seconds to a couple of minutes versus 15, 20 minutes.
Our time.
Sensor deployment.
Sorry, say that again.
Any sort of tear gas, for example, wherever smoke bombs or whatever.
So we have things like panic buttons. We have an API that can basically trigger anything and anything that you want. We can lock doors. We can put sirens. We can turn alarms on. Any number of different things. We integrate into anything and everything with that API.
Okay.
Thank you very much for many questions, and you can ask the rest in our chat. And now we have our last but not least startup part runner, Josh. The floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for taking the time today. Let me just share my screen. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. So I'm Josh Rosen. I'm the CEO and founder of PartRunner. We are a logistics marketplace disrupting distribution in the big and bulky sector. A little bit of our history. We started in Boston in 2020, where we launched a marketplace connecting companies to a network of hundreds of independent truckers and small fleet owners. We're 3 co-founders. And we started in Boston, raised our first pre-seed round of $500K back then. Grew the company in the Northeast, primarily of the US, and then raised a $2.6 million round from Cemex Ventures. With the capital, we created a subsidiary in Mexico that began operations in early 2022. And in 2023, we grew the company another 2x, reaching about $600K in revenue per month, and decided to focus in Mexico as we saw a strong growth and opportunity down there. The problem that we're solving is that companies that deliver thousands of products rely on multiple small third-party logistics providers that either have no technology or no specialization on big and bulky products. This creates a lack of fulfillment where companies can't move product beyond small parcel, lack of visibility on the route, and lack of support 24/7. What is big and bulky? As defined by PartRunner, we define big and bulky in 3 categories: product, where it's big bulky items, parcel, think about home appliances, PVC pipes, etc. Vehicles, normally 1-ton trucks and above, like box trucks and so forth, and equipment to load and offload this product. Our solution is a logistics marketplace that is powered by big and bulky needs and provides end-to-end services. We primarily do local, last, and middle mile distribution, and we have everything from small vehicles to mostly platform trucks, sprinter vans, and box trucks. Our technology connects a network of hundreds of owner-operators and small fleets, all vetted, all have big and bulky capabilities and professional services. They all carry their own insurance as well. We see a tremendous market opportunity in LATAM. We're one of the first companies in LATAM to hyper-focus in this big and bulky problem. So far, we're doing about $6 million in gross revenue per year, about 50,000 routes. We make money out of a take rate, 20% margin on the route we position. We're working with one of the largest brands like Amazon, Walmart, Ferguson, OXXO, and so forth. This year, we're projected to grow 3 times as we expand into new markets and with existing enterprise accounts. We are raising a $1 million bridge extension round. We have about $250K left on the round. We want to get to the Series A by September 2024. And we want to go a part of the capital into growth and marketing, product development, and the OpEx. And last but not least, the team is really the magic behind this. We're experienced professionals in digital transportation, traditional transportation, and the big and bulky industry within the construction space. Thanks.
Josh, thank you very much. Jordan, please ask your questions.
Is your focus in the US or LATAM? And what does the future look like 25 and 26 in terms of fundraising and in terms of profitability?
So as of right now, we are focused in LATAM, specifically in Mexico. In terms of next fundraising, after this bridge extension, we do plan to raise the Series A in September of 2024. The goal for the Series A will be to expand into other countries of Latin America and get the company to the next milestone of the Series A. And post that, it'll be mostly Brazil, Chile, Argentina, like top markets in the logistics, e-commerce, and retail space in LATAM.
And profitability?
Profitability, by the end of Q4 of this year, we should be hitting that mark.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Kenny, the floor is yours.
Hi, so you mentioned bridge. Why not take on debt? Why dilute some shares if you're going to raise for the bridge?
Yeah, that's a good question. It was the instrument that was decided earlier on. We're about to finalize this bridge, and we decided to take strategic capital that preferred this instrument.
Okay.
Walid, please ask your question.
Is your unit economy positive? Because raising 1 million while having a revenue of 6 million, there's some missing part here. And when you raise a bridge round, what is the milestone that will allow you to raise Series A?
So we're doing 6 million in gross revenue per year. We net 20% of that. In terms of the milestones that we want to hit for pre-series, well, for the pre-A is doing about 800K per month in gross revenue. We're at the 600K mark. So within the next 5-6 months, add another 2.4 million to our annual revenue.
So is the unit economy positive, or how?
Yes, yeah. All of our routes that we position have that 20% margin take rate.
Okay.
We sell by the route and we pay fleet operators by the route.
Okay.
Mariette, what are your questions?
Thank you. I may have missed this, but what would you say are the top 3 problems that you're solving with this solution? I understand it's a marketplace, you're putting together the drivers and the companies, but what are the problems?
It really is about moving big and bulky products. So palletized goods, like home appliances, and furthermore, there's really no good marketplaces that tackle moving this same day, next day, route, etc. That's essentially what we're tackling.
Okay. I mean, what's happening up until you existed? What were people doing?
Companies mostly use third-party logistics providers that have maybe 1 to 3, 4 vehicles that either have no technology, so there's really no visibility on the route itself, and many companies have problem moving products that are beyond small parcel, which is kind of this big and bulky.
You're creating some social value to the ecosystem, right? You're creating more marketplace for the underserved to be able to serve. Is that right?
That is also true. Yeah, so all of the fleets that we work with are SMBs that have 1 to 5 vehicles. We essentially digitize them and give them ways that they can utilize their trucks better, make more revenue, and all of them are SMBs, essentially.
Good work, man.
Thanks.
Thank you, all the startups. Thank you, Anna, for wonderful pitch session. Wow, it was cool. I don't envy you, investors. You have to vote for those guys. And I would be having a hard time. Hope you don't. You're all very good skilled for this kind of thing. So please, we will be closing a vote in 1 minute. So please make sure you voted for all the startups. This is very, very essential because startups are competing and they probably all want to pitch live in Silicon Valley. So please go to our event page and see where your bar is beneath each startup and make sure it reflects your opinion towards startup investment potential. I see even John is still awake, which is really great because it's around 4 a.m. in Japan. I'm counting John. And if John is awake and voting, you should be doing the same in sunny California. Okay,
But that's crazy, John. He's crazy.
So
yeah, we can be like crazy, John.
In a crazy world, Jordan, everyone should be crazy, you know, to go align.
As a question, so what is the criteria? Is it our decision about whether we would vote or
yes, yeah,
whether we would invest?
Yeah, how you personally evaluate the investment potential, and that's, I would say, our secret sauce. Because Mar, you wanted to ask something, say something?
No, I just wanted to say I've been stuck in an airport lounge for the last 5 hours because of heavy rain in Dubai. So this session has been absolutely essential in helping me keep my mental health. So thank you to all the startups and founders that pitched. I have a couple of general observations. One is I noticed all the presentations were very, very heavy on the tech, on the product, right? So, which is great. It's not a bad thing, but the two areas I felt that got neglected that are quite important. One is obviously the investor point of view. Quite a few investors actually pointed out on a number of the pitches that, you know, there's no exit strategy. There's no way for investors to actually, you know, return anything on their investment, or at least there's nothing defined. And then also some founders were mentioning they were, you know, we're raising $1 to $2 million. Are you raising one or are you raising two? You know, are you raising at a, you know, what valuation does that mean? When, you know, what is the return going to be for investors when they exit? So that was one general comment. The other one was the whole area of branding and marketing. Unfortunately, product leaders in particular tend to kind of leave this stuff to be handled by marketing team members when they're hired. And that's really a very short-term way of building out a brand that's going to, you know, resonate with B2B or B2C audiences. So I would really encourage founders to take an interest in building out brands up front and really, you know, focus on making sure that they resonate with their target audiences. But overall, thank you so much for a very, very interesting session. I'm very curious to see who wins in the end. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amar, for being with us, and hope you fly home safely. And if you want to, of course. And I think we are approaching, like finishing what I was telling Maria. That's our secret sauce, because every judge have their own experience, own opinion, and overall, guys, it's such a treasure to see how you all collide in voting for the startups, and you can never go wrong. All the startups you're voting for, like we have numbers that our startups, the winners of the Unicorn.Events, have raised always $1 billion since like you voted for those people. So yes, Kenny?
Okay, so I voted for every one of the companies, but I don't see like a send button or anything.
Nothing, no confirmation button, nothing. You just move the scroll bar to the level you think it's fair and leave it there. That is it.
Okay, perfect.
And the votes will be closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My dear team, please close the votes. And I guess I am ready to announce, hold on a second, the votes. I will share my screen. That's our event page. Everything is live. Everything is happening before your eyes. And I'm pushing the refresh button, and we have the winner. And the winner is Gunsens. No one wants guns in our cities, in our lives. Gunsens, you did great. The second place is Quista, and Patrana is the third place, which is like you guys very close. Everyone did great. You can go to our event page and see the rest of the numbers. But Gunsense, it's your moment of glory. Please speak up. We want to hear your emotions.
Very quiet. Crickets.
So a huge thank you to all the panelists, to Anna, to Maxim, to all the judges. Really appreciate the feedback and the questions. We're on a mission to save lives and protect lives, not only from guns, but from knives, sharps, and shanks, and anything that's considered to be a violent act or a threat. I'm so excited to be delivering this technology, and thank you from the whole team for such a great event and the opportunity. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael, so much. You are doing a great thing. And we are really glad that we are helping such talented people. And we have 9 more minutes to go for networking session. John likes to take photos in this part of the event. And he always, yes, he always has great photos.
I'd also like to thank Jordan for his expertise and his invitation as well. Thanks, Jordan. You're always you're a blessing, sir.
My pleasure, sir. Always a pleasure. I have a bone to pick with you, Anna. Can I?
Yeah, okay.
Only one female founder in a group of 9.
Jordan, please find for us more female founders. We need more
Why is it on me? Why is it on me?
You're doing a great job, Jordan.
No,
You
that
should
burden
always
is yours. Don't push it on me, lady. No, I've been married and divorced for a reason. So it's back on you now.
Oh, come on. Yes, dear judges, if you know great startups that are worth pitching at our events, please send them our way. If there are female founders, please send them more and more. And we will really appreciate your introductions because, of course, you know that the hardest thing to find good startups. And I'm sure you enjoyed today's event because we did a really, really, really good job looking for those guys, and everybody did great. Okay, so it's open mic. If somebody wants to speak up, please do so. Yes, Maxim.
Yeah, thank you very much. Today we have around 200 participants, and we aim to get around 500 in May. So thank you very much for joining us, and we look forward to see you on May 14th. Yes.
Yes.
14th, I think, yeah.
I do want to say something. First of all, thank you for inviting me to pitch earlier. I wasn't able to share my screen, so I do have slides if anyone wants to see them. Do you give me my 2 minutes back, or are we done?
We have 5 minutes to go. So yeah.
Who wants show me your hands? You want to see my work in Africa?
Yeah.
Yeah,
please do.
Hey, Marat, you're mute. You're unmute. Oh. Unmute.
Yeah, Walid, you can start talking until Mariette is opening something.
Yeah, great. Thank you very much. I think Anna and the team, the quality has never been compromised. You know, now it's coming to 4 years doing Unicorn Battle with you. Glad to see such impactful stuff that's affecting life. You know, whether the gun control startups or the other refugee stuff. I operate heavily in East Africa. I'm originally from Sudan. I've been all my life outside. We have war now in the country, which is one of the most the largest humanitarian crisis over the century. You know, more than 9 million people has been displaced, and 42 million people that are facing hunger. I'm looking forward to work with you guys. We have a big hub in Addis Ababa, where we support underserved, and looking forward to engage in any activities that we support underserved or refugees or stuff like that. Thank you very much for these initiatives again.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm really thrilled to hear that. We've actually done some work in Ethiopia, in Bahir Dar, which has been, as you know, Ethiopia's got its own war situation recently. But this is a picture from a UN refugee camp in Kenya. And it's showing people sitting around a table, and that document there is some of the work that we're doing with them to teach them how to do entrepreneurship. And hold on a second. Oh, there we go. So this you can see me. I'm pretty obvious to find here, but this is a cohort of 36 female entrepreneurs that I worked with, and they're from South Sudan, Yemen, Somalia, Ethiopia, Uganda, Kenya, Burundi, all over the region. And they're making steps to uplift themselves out of poverty. And so I went there, I spent 3 days with them in this camp and walked through our whole method, which takes people, I can show you a little bit more about it, but it takes people through the whole process of starting with their sense of purpose. And at the center of this is Japanese principle called Ikigai. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of that, but helping people to figure out what they should be focusing on in terms of what they're good at, what they love, what the world needs, and what they can be paid for. And then we actually also use some neuroscience to get people to understand like their own capabilities and then how they could fill out a team. So it's a process of self-discovery, which I think is really useful for people to go through. And then we also do this in the context of the UN Sustainable Development Goals. So I think it's really important when people are starting companies to think about this. Are we solving the right problems? So in my mind, if they don't fit into some of these sustainability goals, then maybe we shouldn't be doing them. We should think about what we're doing. Though we also teach design thinking. So I think this is a really critical methodology that is world-class, and we teach them how to do that, how to think through their problems using the design thinking process. And then what are some innovation techniques? This is just one example, but many different techniques on how do you develop new ideas. At the end of it, they're working on a business model canvas. This is a really great visual representation of how to do a business plan. So a lot of you ask these questions during the pitches. So you should be able, your pitch should be able to answer each of these questions and do it in 3 minutes. So we teach people how to do that. We teach them, we lead them through the process of how do you validate a problem? What are the different techniques you can use? Some more technology and approaches you can use to gather research and understand whether you have a good idea, and then getting to the point of even validating the idea whether people will give you their money for what you're doing. And we're teaching them how to do pro forma. This is something a lot of people haven't thought through. This woman that you see pictured here, she runs a transportation company, and she buys these motorcycles and has drivers giving out rides. And she was buying old motorcycles that need fixing. We talk a lot about competitive analysis and how you fit in the competitive market. How do you approach that? How do you figure that out? Some aspects of running a company, and then the 4-minute pitch. So we give them an extra minute, but these are some elements that I've invested in over 100 companies, and I've seen thousands of pitches, and I can tell you most people don't get all these things in their pitch. So we teach people how to do that. So if you like this and you want to be involved in some capacity, Walid, I'd love to work with you. We have some really cool stuff happening coming up, including we're working on a program in Cairo coming up, and we'd love to get some more partners involved. So that'd be cool.
Thank you, Maria, so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, again, and Thomas, yes?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much for the invite, and obviously thank you to Maxim, Jordan, and Anna. Thank you for having us. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you. All the best to you too. And yes, I see you all on May 14th at our next event. More exciting startups, great interactions. Yes, John, please take a picture. Please open cameras, everyone. It's picture time.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you, everyone. And congratulations, all guys pitched. Everyone is winners. And we make the world better place. So thank you so much. Smile, everyone. Let's take a picture. Go crazy. Yay. Stay hungry, stay crazy. Love from Japan.
Yes. Take
nimble.
care. Take care, everyone. Have a nice day. Have a nice evening. Have a nice night. Yeah, I'll see you all.